I'm Allison Curran. I teach at the high school. I teach social studies and English. I use descriptive feedback pretty regularly in my classroom. It hasn't always been that way, but I've been working very hard to provide descriptive feedback to my students so that they will have all the information they need in order to produce the kind of work that meets the standards that I have, but also that the curriculum requires of them. Descriptive feedback to me means that I want to give them both positive and negative feedback so that they have a very clear understanding of where they are in terms of the curriculum that I'm teaching them. Sometimes, as we all learn, we aren't very good at knowing the curriculum right away or knowing what we are learning right away. So we have to develop, and it requires us to be on a little bit of a journey. So I embrace the idea of the students being on a journey. And one of the techniques I use are stair steps, which gives them a very clear indication of where they are on their journey. And it just tells them that they are headed in the right direction, which is a positive kind of feedback. I also give them very specific things that are tied to the goals I have. I don't try to comment on everything, because if I try to comment on every piece, it would be difficult and time consuming, and they might lose focus on what we're working on, and I might lose focus on what I'm trying to evaluate and assess. So I make sure that I keep it very focused and narrow so that I'm commenting on just a couple things in each descriptive feedback piece that I give them. It also allows me the time to be more descriptive with them, because if I'm trying to comment on 1,200 different things, I just would like to be more summary about it. But when I have just a couple of things I'm commenting on and they're positive and negative, I can very much focus my efforts.
I'm Rachel Lyons, and I'm in Miss Curran's English class. Descriptive feedback is when they give you feedback. When you do something, they give you what they think and how you can fix what you messed up or anything like that. One thing we do is on Moodle, which is a website that the school uses, and we will type something up and turn it in on Moodle, and she will give us feedback on what things that we think she thought we did good on, we messed up on, or things we can improve. It really helps me because sometimes I do something and I don't know exactly what to put, and her feedback can help me get really good at what I'm trying to put and be able to put it in better terms.
I'm Terrence Stallworth, and I'm in one of Miss Curran's class. And descriptive feedback is when she assesses us on a topic or questions us, and we answer what we feel is our best explanation of what we learned. Within the next day on the card, she'll have a reply to how we've compared up against the curriculum, or what we can do to better our answers. And she'll normally give us a star if we're right on topic, and if we're not, she'll give us little stair steps and give us a hint to how we can better our answers are. If we're totally off topic, she'll get us back to where we can start and just give us a guiding hand.
My students have benefited much from descriptive feedback because they feel empowered, and I feel empowered. I feel like I can articulate more what my kids know, and it makes me feel stronger about, yes, I'm teaching this. This is the next direction I need to go. It's helped me differentiate my instruction because I can quickly evaluate and say, okay, these students are students that need additional help, so what can I kind of tailor to them? How can I change up my planned lesson for the next day in a way that I can embrace where they need to go and the development they need to make? And then I also can clearly know which students may already be at a place in the curriculum that I'm happy with, and they've mastered what I'm teaching, and so I can also give them something additional to be working on so that they can proceed a little bit further than the mastery level. It hasn't always been something I've been good at. I think that with teaching as many students as I do, I got very overwhelmed thinking about how in the world was I going to give descriptive feedback on some items that I might not even put in the grade book, and that was shocking to me to think about at first. And then as I did the descriptive feedback and saw that the students performed better on the summative assessments down the road, all of the formative work we did made it more powerful in the end. And so I really bought into the whole idea of doing the descriptive feedback because it really saved me time on the other end of things, because I didn't have to intervene with as many students. I was intervening as each lesson was taught, and I was able to differentiate the instruction for them.